Page 35, German folk song. This is a 3/4 time. The key is C major, no sharps or flats. We got wonderful things going on. I'd like to point out a couple of things about the right hand. You're starting in C position, and that's fine. Go down to the third line. Start with the third measure over. Now you're in D position. You've gone up, thumbs on D now. And it's this way. And then that next to the last measure, you got to reach down for the B, because you want to connect the G and the B, and then second finger on the C. So you're moving around a little bit. Not a big deal. You just got to be aware you're going to do it. And the fourth line down, you have the second measure. You have the staccato notes. Nice light wrist staccato. And then the last measure, you're back to the legato. Reach down for the B. Now, 2, 4, 5, and then the left hand crosses over to get the C on the end. Speaking of the left hand, pretty much you just got these broken chords. And all I'm doing is I'm transferring the weight from one finger to another. I'm just rolling the hand sort of, and the wrist just does what it does. I'm exaggerating for the camera, but that's really what it is. These are the primary chords, you know, the 1 chord, the 5/7 chord. Till you get down to the fourth line, then the left hand gets melody for a little bit. You got to come up third finger. And then the melody goes back to the right hand, so now the left hand's got to be soft. Now there's phrasing in here, and we want to hear the phrasing. Look at the first line, last 2 measures. You're here, you lift up and down, so you get a little silence there. Like so. Second line is not a problem, you got a quarter rest, so the silence is built into the music. Third line is between the second and third measure. Again, lift up between them. And that's pretty much it as far as the phrasing. I think you can get the rest of the phrasing. Let's talk this pedal thing. I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. I'm going to hold it down for the first 2 measures and lift it up right after I play the first notes in the third measure. That's after I play them. So it's this way. It's here. Right there. I play them first and then lift up immediately after. The idea is I want to ensure that I've got sound all the time, and doing this overlapping thing helps me to do that. Then when I get to the end of the line, the pedal's up, and next to the last measure on the first line, no pedal. And I lift the right hand down. I'm going to push the pedal down right after I play the notes in the last measure. I'm going to leave it down. Second line, second measure, I'm going to lift the pedal up right after I play those notes. And then I'm going to push the pedal. It works the same way throughout this piece. Till you get to the fourth line down, the pedal comes up with the hands on beat 3. So you have notes. Start with the measure before. The last measure, the third line is here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They come up on 3. Pedal and hands and everything come up on 3. Then you don't pedal these because staccato, we gotta have staccato. If you pedal staccato, it's not staccato anymore, it's legato. At the end, the pedal will come up with the left hand. So it's the last 2 measures here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, off. And everything comes off at the same time. And that's how the pedal works here. Be very exact. Now when you're learning a piece of music, you learn the notes first and the rhythms and the fingering and get all that. And I recommend you go ahead and add the articulation and get in that, and maybe even the dynamics. You do the pedal pretty much last, because the pedal changes the sound, and it's easier to hear the notes if the pedal isn't blurring things up. So learn it first, and then when you've got it, add the pedal. Allegretto to me is a fun speed. It's faster than moderato, but slower than fast. It's a range. How do you feel allegretto should be? And when you figure all that out, You start slow, and as you learn it and you're practicing it, you can gradually speed it up to where you want it. Let's try this together very slowly and check notes and rhythms and pedaling and all that stuff. You can do the dynamics. They don't give you any, so how based on the piece, how loud do you think it should be? I'm going to give us 3 counts. This is the 3/4 times. So go ahead and put your hands where they go. Foot's on the pedal. Here we go. 1, ready, go. Off. I'll give you an idea how this interpretation might go. I'm sure you can find recordings of this, but something like this.